You mentioned meeting Belle during the test. Belle showed up? This may be bigger than I thought. Perhaps I miscalculated. But anyway, let's continue with the test. Please hit the other stance rolling path 4 and defeat 25 dust box. Xenon. Oh, Claudine. Thank goodness you're okay. Check his tests are not that dangerous. I should be able to handle them even without the combat device. Check his test. I see. I was told you were trapped, but it seems it was I who was trapped in a web of lies. A trap? I can't help. No, oh no, I didn't mean. It's just a figure of speech. But it's good to see you doing well. Are you here to observe my progress? Yes, let's say that's why I'm here. I'll head back now that I've made my observations. This Jackie seems to be playing some tricks. Pretty sus. You mentioned meeting Claudine during the test. So, even Claudine, I see. I noticed something strange. The Resistance keeps their identity secret, but when I meet them during the tests, they were all dressed normally. Would this not put them in danger? They were probably desperate. The trauma runs deeper than I expected. What do you mean? Well, that concludes the tests. I guess I should explain. I wasn't actually testing you, but the members of the Resistance. I don't think they've ever seen them act as erratically as they have these last few days. Do you remember when we first encountered you in the mines? Claudine fell for a trap she'd usually see coming from a mile away, and each and every member of the Resistance stood frozen when they saw your face. And when Claudine summoned you here, she couldn't decide what to do about you on her own. This is Claudine we're talking about, the Resistance pillar of strength. She's usually so sensible, logical, but when it comes to you, she let her emotions break through. I've never seen her like that. The same goes for the others. So I needed to test this theory. While you were performing those tests, I told each member that you were in grave danger. I needed to see their reactions. I've noticed that humans are very talented at lying. Is this a natural trait? Haha, I can't really deny that lies are usually bad, but there's also something called a white lie. I know it may sound odd, but sometimes lies are necessary. These tests have proven that your appearance has startled the team, but why? They all say they've never seen you before, which means it may not have been you who caused them to lose their composure, but perhaps someone who looks like you. But I honestly have no idea who that could be. The other team members were childhood friends. I joined later. I get the feeling that there was someone important from their past that this all ties to. I don't know if I should delve into this any further. If I do, I may be unearthing some sensitive information that my teammates would rather not talk about. Yes, plain check his test and results. So, you're saying that the resistance members are acting weird because you look like someone they knew from the past? Yes. Yes, someone that looks like me, but not me. But what if you're more than that? They weren't the only ones with that odd reaction. You started hearing sounds when you saw them. Are you sure you just look like someone from the past? I'm going to go to the mines, Rudy. Why? You just escaped the mines. Did you give up on gaining your memory? No, I have not given up. I believe the mines may help me in my quest. I will go now. But wait, I'm going with you. This is where you wanted to go. Why? To be honest, Rudy, I have no idea how to get my memories back. So I decided to try a different approach. I do not know if this will work, but it's better than doing nothing. I'm going to find more information about this unknown person from Claudine's past. I considered asking directly, but I doubt they will open up to me if they won't even open up to Jackie. Jackie himself is hesitant to look further into this. It's best if I try to find out for myself. From what I know, humans, unlike androids, rarely look alike unless they are family. Assuming that my similar looks were not purely due to happenstance, perhaps this unknown person and I were somehow related. So you're going to investigate even the smallest possibility. Get it? I'll help out. I've chosen this place because of the Black Wing's surveillance systems. If I search through the surveillance records, perhaps I can find something about this unknown person. Good idea. But this could put you in indirect contact with the Black Wings. The Resistance said they aren't searching for you. But are you sure this is okay? Maybe we should scout out the area first to make sure we can investigate safely. Oh, okay. Well, these have never passed one patrol robots. Oh, smell like garbage. I bet they didn't know what it was and just covered it up. Let me try analyze it. The systems are still recovering. Some are behind. I think it's let me handle the information processor. It'll just be a moment. Looks like this card is too damaged to give us any information. We need a fully intact memory card if we want to learn anything. And to get that, we'll have to take down some patrol robots. Think you can handle them? Should be fine. I did manage to recover some of my combat functionalities. Patrol robot as memory chip should not be a problem. Great. Then let's collect some memory cards. The patrol robots should be on the road to the mine wall. Be careful. Yo, what is that? What the hell? Wow, that's a lot of memory cards. This'll take some time to analyze. You did a great job. Now I'll do mine. Did you find any useful? Did you find any useful information, Rudy? The memory cards have information of a lot of people, but none that sounds like you. Should we try memory cards from another area? Good idea. But first, let's investigate this shadow. Shadow? I found this odd shadow using my analysis. I want to look into it because it's following us. It appears on many of the memory cards you found, as if it's tracking your movement. Huh? I thought the black wings dropped the pursuit. As you said, humans are good liars. Maybe they were lying then too. A lie? Or just false information? That's not something we can figure out on our own. I agree. We should confront this shadow and learn the truth. pretty much like a hack and slash character. Not very common for a thief. I have searched the area, but have found no sign of this shadowy figure. Based on what I'm finding in these memory cards. Oh wait. Based on what I'm finding in these memory cards, the shadows move extremely quickly. I may have noticed some such and repeated. Then I'll have to backtrack. If I'm fast enough, I may be able to find this shadow at the road to Mines 1. Yo, dude, make up your mind. There's nothing here. Was I too late? Yo, rank up stones. This is where the shadow was first noticed, but it could have been following for much longer. I will backtrack further towards the resistance base. Oh, there's something moving fast. The shadow. After it. I found you. Your barrel. What does he say? I've been ordered to bring you back to the professor. Prepare yourself. Yo, that was fast. I guess my system hasn't fully repaired yet. How did you find me without the controlling device? I traced your pulse. Pulse? What do you mean? You don't know about your own pulse? What has happened to you? To think you were so close to the lab. Don't think you got away this time, traitor? Black Wings were still searching for me after all. Was the resistance intel false? And just what pulse? I thought removing the device freed me from the professor, but Beryl was able to track me using my pulse. Will I ever be truly free? I need to learn more about this pulse. Beryl was injured, so it should not be hard to catch up to her. No signs of her. I assumed that seeking refuge in town would be a logical decision, but perhaps her injuries would draw too much attention. Maybe Beryl ran in the opposite direction. Let's search around the mines. We still can't find Beryl, despite her injuries. If only my systems weren't shot when that device was removed. Beryl probably returned to the lab to tend to her injuries. We should head to the mines. Just wanna ask, who is Xenon speaking to? There's no one with you. Maybe Rudy? Don't know, man.
Xenon, are you okay?
Rudy.
Oh goodness, I detected Meryl's pulse and feared for the worst. And if we knew it was Beryl who was after us, we could have just avoided her.
Pulse? Rudy, did you just say pulse? Beryl mentioned tracking my pulse. What is this pulse?
It's a type of signal, a wave, like the sound of a human's heartbeat. Xenorites meet one on a unique frequency when these are active. You probably just haven't been paying attention to it since it's always there. If you concentrate, you should be able to detect it.
I think I sense it. A signal. Different from that of humans. How do I turn it off?
Turn it off? The pulse is generated because you are alive. It's like breathing for humans. As long as you are active, you will generate a pulse.
Does this mean Beryl will always be able to track me?
Yes, but only up to around the length of a city.
Right, I guess I'm gonna end here because it's been about 32 minutes into the gameplay on this third episode, and Xenon is level 42 right now. So far the story is it's interesting, but it's starting to get a little stale. That's out. continue to play it for a bit more. Let's see if we can discover the whole story. I mean, like, not until the end game, but just to know enough of Xenon's background story. And once again, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. See you around. Do consider subscribing and or following me on Twitch. Yeah, sub works too on Twitch if you can afford it. But it doesn't need to be. Just follow me. Follow me. I will follow you. Yeah, anyways. Thanks for tuning in. I'll type in chat. Thanks for tuning in. And my quote, see you around. Alright.